What's going on, Pokemon trainers? I'm Trainer Connor, and you're watching another Pokemon Sword and Shield Wi-Fi battle video today. Thank you for coming to this video, everyone. Really appreciate it. Before we start the match, just want to say that I updated my overlay just a little bit. I put a Pokeball right above battle screen. So it's a small change. I like it. It's a nice touch. I've been doing well on my end here. I've been a part of Techno Cinema's Rocket League club, Arc Storm, and it's a lot of fun. You have to get used to controls and whatnot, but it's a lot of fun to play Rocket League when you have a downtime to do so. And I'm also an editor for a special needs community in my hometown. So there you go. I'm doing something positive for the community there, and I'm a part of it. So today's match is a passerby battle that I had with Gael. Thank you to my friend Gael there. Even though I don't know him personally, it's just a passerby battle. I wanted to try out a brand new team centered around the shiny Celebi. I got this Celebi from a friend of mine on Twitter, hence that's why I was able to have access to it. Of course, this is from the event in Japan. It's something that people are trying to get, and I don't have access to Zuru yet, but in the future I will. But shiny Celebi is something to build around, so I gave this Celebi, I guess I could make it a defensive set, because I already have an offensive one from the other games. So defensive, shiny Celebi there. We have an Incineroar. I'm also packing a Toxapex to have the Fire, Grass, Water core. And I also have a Meowscowl. This is Viper from way back when. I just rebred it, so Viper is still my Meowscowl. I'm not going to rebreed it and rename it. Well, actually, I did breed it, so I just want to not change the nickname. That's the bottom line there. And we also have Flygon and Clefable, and those two are pairing up very nicely together also. So you can see that my opponent has a few Uber Pokemon like Dracovish and Marshadow. I believe Marshadow is Uber. If not, then it's OU, but I'm pretty sure it's Uber. And he also has Zeraora, which is OU, and then Marowak, and Flygon, Urshifu. So Urshifu is also a Pokemon that is relatively new to the meta game, because we just got the Isle of Armor a few months ago, so we're trying to see where he is as far as tiers go. I believe he's an OU. So anyway, I hope you guys like that, and let's jump right into the battle. Alright, here we go. As I mentioned before, we are facing off against Gael. Thank you for the match, buddy. I appreciate you. Now, I just want to say that I edited this part of the video, so that way it's not a live video. I made it as if this was coming off from the Versus recorder. Where are you at, though? So, I start off with Choice Scarf and Incineroar. He starts off with Urshifu, and I just want to get out of there unscathed, go into Toxapex, who is a physical wall. He goes for close combat, and yeah, there you go. That does not do enough damage, and I can always recover that stuff off later if I have to. I have leftovers on this Toxapex because I only have one Black Sludge available to me. Now, I do question my opponent staying in here. I just go for Toxic, expecting Zeraora to come in, expecting a Scald, or, you know, the typing matchup is there, obviously. So I just stayed in and I went for Toxic, expecting that, but he just stays in and goes for the Wicked Blow. Even though it was a critical hit, it really doesn't do the type of damage to really knock out Toxapex. Yes, Wicked Blow is one of those moves that is always a critical hit, but I can always just recover off the damage. So my opponent, all he had to do was to switch out and go into somebody different, because, like I said, Toxapex is a physical wall. It can take hits extremely well. Yeah, so he's gonna go for another Wicked Blow, which, you know, this is great because I go for a knockoff, seeing if he's, you know, holding a item. I don't want him to use it. Turns out to be a Focus Sash. It's okay. The main thing is I poison it, so if he's gonna stay in, which he does, he's going to go down to the poison. So I'm just gonna say that my opponent didn't play well with Urshifu right here for the next few turns, as I am able to just stay in and just go for a cover multiple times, and I get a couple of hits off on it as well. I go for a couple of knockoffs, maybe a scald or two, but you know, this wicked blow is just not going to cut it. So there you go. And I think this is my first time using a Toxapex in battle. I had one trained in Ultra Sun and Moon. I never got a chance to really utilize it. And boy, was I wrong for doing that so late, So like I said, the poison is gonna knock out the Urshifu. And like I said, I ended this video to the point where you don't have to see all the extracurricular activity. You go straight to the scenes here, and I switch out going to Celebi, expecting the Earthquake, and I completely forgot that this Celebi doesn't have Levitate. I really thought he had Levitate, but it's okay, I don't take that much damage. This Celebi has leftovers on it. Like I said, it's a defensive set, so I'm able to not get knocked out by the U-turn. If I was a physically offensive Celebi, I might have been knocked out from it. But since I'm able to survive a hit from Flygon, I will be able to get my Skullcrocs safe and sound, guys. So there's nothing to worry about. Now, Zeraora comes out finally, and he just goes for the Blaze Kick. I wasn't sure what he was going to do, but seeing that it was the shiny event, Zeraora, I just want to see what he was going to go for. He could have predicted a switch. Just want to make sure. Now, he stays in on Flygon and just goes for the close combat. And that's going to cost him his Zeraora. So this is a Life Orb Flygon that I have here. Unfortunately, he has a Focus Sash, so that's going to suck, as I will be taking another close combat most likely. So I'm just going to Clefable, and Clefable takes that hit pretty well, and I can always wish off that damage if I need to. Now, with Clefable in here, I'm going to go straight for the Moonblast, just to scare him out. If he's going to stay in and go for the Plasma Fist, I know I can survive it, barring a critical hit, obviously. And yeah, we're going to knock out this Zeraora. I feel like he could have just switched out and did something different, but I think he really didn't have anyone to knock out, because I'm pretty sure Flygon has a Steel-type move at his disposal. We'll see. He just didn't want to take a Moonblast to the face. Now here, it's really hard to see what Pokemon is going to Dynamax, so I was guessing that it was going to. Otherwise, his Marshadow or Dracovish might be able to, but he Dynamaxes his Pokemon here. And luckily for me, I have Protect on this Clefable, so I will be taking a little bit of damage, however. He goes for the Max Steel Spike, and that's what I was looking for. I was like, okay, do you have it? And it turns out that he does. And luckily, I am bulky enough to survive it, even with the Protect. I just realized that half of my Pokemon are holding leftovers. Holy crap. It's a lot more defensive than I initially thought. It's okay, everyone. So here he goes for the Max Quake. I wanted to stay in, and I just wanted to wish up if he was going to overprotect, but there was really no reason for him to go crazy. So, yeah, he just knocks out my Clefable, which sucks. Even though I'm a regular Flygon, I am faster than it. I get off a very powerful Draco Meteor off, and he is just going to knock me out with the Dragon-type Dynamax move. But this way, I can always go into... I end up going into my Incineroar, because I know his Dynamax is going to go down right here, and on Choice Scarf, I will be able to knock out Flygon from this range. Then I can say, hey, what the hell, I'm going to utilize my Dynamaxmon, so even though I'm Choice Scarf, I can actually use my Max Flare, my Max Darkness, as if I am not holding the Choice Scarf, which is, I thought is pretty dumb and pretty unfair to some people, in my opinion. Unfortunately, he is faster. That is a little... I was a little sad to see that, obviously, and I just go for the Max Darkness to knock out the Flygon. It's too bad I took all that extra damage, man, because I probably just survived a hit from Marshadow. Maybe. It's hard to tell, but he is faster, and I'm going to go down right here. So, even though I go down right here, I managed to knock out a threat. But of course, Marshadow is a huge threat also, if I can talk. Gosh darn it. Now, Toxapex is a really big check to Marshadow, so I just go into it, and he goes into Marowak, and I was like, oh man, I mean, I just go for the Scald, so he just literally went into his weaker Pokemon that's weak to Scald, and he just takes that hit, so that's a little unfortunate for him, but then he reveals the Boomerang. That's okay, even though I'm losing Pokemon every other turn, it's okay. I got an answer for the Alolan Marowak here. I am Choice Banded on Viper, so I have to lock myself into one move, and with Marshadow in the back, I know he's a part fighting type anyway, so I know that I won't be able to knock out Marshadow. And this is my last Pokemon. So, yeah, we lose this battle. I am actually on a losing streak right now, so what's it going to take, everyone? What's it going to take for me to win a match? Those are really close battles, though, and especially this one. So I hope you guys enjoyed the match. I got a chance to try out Celebi, my Toxapex, and Dynamax Incineroar, among others. So with that said, I hope you all enjoyed the match. Be sure to give me a like and subscribe on the bottom right corner. And I'll see you all next week for another Wi-Fi battle.